So hi guys, this is my last video for this year. A little short video about things that works quite well that I made in the last 2 years and some mistakes also. Yeah, let's start. At first I changed this thing this year. I cut off the wire and make a new Pressung, I don't know the English word for this, over here, so I can handle the sail much easier here and it doesn't rip up the boom over here. You see this little slide here was the normal thing that change the sails. Oh, no, hello spiders. Goodbye. So this with the shackle ripped off the boom, and that was the reason why I cut off the wire here and made it like the other normal catamarans like the Hobie FX1 had, so I can change the settings of the sail much easier. Next year I would drill off these two things and these two things here, because of this one I don't use it any further, because for the main sheet the place to put it on is in the sail, and so I can cut off this one. So let's take a look at some other things. So here we have the Traveler. It's a normal Traveler from Hobie Cat with wheels, and the thing I like here, I want to show you, is this one. There is a pin over there. When I squeeze it I can get it out, so I can easily open up the main sheet from the Traveler. So here's the Cunningham Installation, and the mistake I made here was it wasn't high enough to change easily and quickly the settings of the Cunningham out of the trapeze when I stand on the wing, because I made it too deep. If you want to make something like that on your own Hobie Cat 17 or another catamaran, you have to put it a little bit higher, maybe about 10 centimeter higher, so you can easily change the setting with the rope out of the trapeze. That is something I made wrong. The reason for this is because in this part here there is a half shot, I thought is the right word, and that is for making the mast from here to the top waterproof. And when I drill into the waterproof part of the mast, that would be something like here or a little bit higher, then I have to make it waterproof again, and that's not so easy with this pop bridges. And the next thing is the mast rotation. The old mast rotation works from this cleat to the rotation arm and backwards, and this one here was, no, opposite. This was the old Cunningham cleat, and this was for the mass rotation. And in next year I would put this one outside. It's not, I don't use it anymore because of the other Cunningham, and so I put it away. And in the rotation arm here I would put a little block, so I can change the setting much easier. Because of this here, it's too heavy to do it like this, and the angle is much better when I put the nut here a little bit deeper, have here a block, so I can change the setting much easier then. So this is my trapeze. I make a nut in a knot. It's not the way sailors do it normally, but this has the opportunity that the can't miss grip doesn't rotate in the nut. It's always in the right place to use it for getting into the trapeze. And if you want to make this thing here, you can use it for different courses. When I go on the trapeze on high wind, I always go as flat as possible, and I have made the grip here so it's not too far away from my arm to get back into the boat. So this one goes up and down also. Some people do the grip over here, and this is much too high, so you can't make the right position for the right course with a grip that you can use to get into the boat bag. Here's the spinnaker boom and the snuffer ring and the snuffer bag. That works quite well, but I don't like the spreader anymore. But I'm afraid to put it away because of the Jenica. The pressure on the holes is too strong, and they go into this direction and the other one in the other side direction, and I'm afraid of if the hole can stand this pressure if I got a normal honeypot without this ugly ugly spinner for the jib here. I don't like this one, and I wouldn't like to put it away, but I don't know if I could also put the spreader away. So if you guys have a meaning about that, or could tell me what you would do with this honeypot, it would be very nice from you if you could give me some tips about that. So some people do the spinnaker boom wire on the front over here, but I don't like to drill holes in a hole, so I put it here into the same part where the spreader works. And yes, I think it's okay. It works very good. It's strong enough at that place, and when the rig is closed, the boom is in a very good position, and it works everything very, very good for self-made. And if you want to have a list of the parts I used for build the spinnaker boom, make a comment under the video. So some things I would change for the next year is I need the rope to ice the Jenica. It's much too short. It has to be over 2 meters longer, so I can put the lock a little bit backwards, and I can grab it a little bit faster and then get the spinnaker much more faster down. And this cleat, sometimes, maybe the most time when I put down the spinnaker, the rope goes every time in the cleat, and I show you some other cleat, the other boat that works much better than this curry cleat here on the boat. And the second thing at the Jenica I would change is the Jenica sheet. It's much too short to stay in the trapeze at the end of the wing and get the right size, or I can't open up the Jenica because it's much too short. That is the thing I have to change in the next year. One thing I like is this one. I made the nut for the Jenica and get the Jenica on the main sheet, on the Jenica sheet. So that works quite well because the Jenica has more space to go in the front of the wire. Yes, that's the last thing. I wish you a nice winter time and hope I see you again next year. Bye.